Okay.
Left, on the left.
This one, okay.
Yeah, on the table, yeah. So you should see some more columns here, like, pretty much. Sale point object ID, entitlement ID. Entitlement ID is there, right? At the bottom.
Okay. Cell point object ID. Yes, this is there is one. This one. Entitlement.
Entitlement ID is there,
Yes,
yeah.
two also. Yeah. Okay.
So this is what you want, entitlement ID.
So here option for entitlement ID, entitlement value, app. So this one, like, where do we want entitlement ID? So you mean we need to have this display here in the UI?
No, I mean, when we download anyway, we are downloading everything. If you see the CSV, you should see that entitlement ID also.
Right.
It's another column.
Okay. So we need to have this column as well, right?
No, that column is just to show in the UI.
Okay.
So this is more of downloading, right?
Yes.
After downloading, go to the CSV, downloaded CSV. Yeah, in the CSV it should be there.
So you do have.
Go to the right side, there should be entitlement ID column also somewhere. But if it is not coming, then we need to configure that in the manifest.xml, right? It needs to come.
Yeah, there is entitlement ID. This one. Entitlement value or app. So
application means application is the app.
We have application ID. So this is for the export, but this one we are talking about import. When you import, so you are saying we need to also include entitlement ID as well, right? So there should be if user is, for example, if user is trying to upload any file, they don't have entitlement ID, so in that case it should automatically populate this file, or how we want to do this part?
Once they export, that's where they are just trying to update the actions and importing, right?
Yes.
So it should be there, but so right now right now for the import, we don't allow them to import the entitlement ID, right?
Yes.
Because that's because that they should not update that.
Yes.
Right. Now, if you want, still you can put it in the import file, and once you upload it, right, you can use that information. You can use that entitlement ID information, but you should not update, right? So, but secondary entitlement, right? For secondary entitlement, you want to put the secondary entitlement ID there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can remove that. When you download, right? So when you download, you can bring secondary entitlement IDs, and you can put there as a column, right?
Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if we have just primary somewhere. We have secondary approval required. So likewise, we can have secondary entitlement ID. So there's application ID. So
right now secondary, we are not supporting any information of secondary, right?
Yes. Yeah, we don't have any, even in the export also.
Yeah. So they can have one secondary entitlement ID as a separate column. Maybe allow for one secondary entitlement to be configured in the import. So how they know 2+ secondary entitlement need to be configured in the UI? the second entitlement already exists already. Add the import entitlement, the list of the secondary entitlements. Okay, you can do one thing, right? What I'm thinking, so one other column should be secondary entitlement ID. In that one, you can show list of maps or something,
Okay.
right? List of maps with entitlement ID, entitlement value, application.
Okay. Oh, three
And
items. Okay.
yeah. And if they want to add more like that, right, they can add in a separate column like that. And when you read from the CSV, right, you will convert that list of maps to a list, and then update right from there.
Right.
Second entitlement, something like that. You need to do.
So you're
Whatever existing columns are there, let it be.
okay.
So add one more column like secondary entitlement ID or something.
Okay.
Secondary entitlements as a column, and then in that one display list of maps or something. If they want to edit in those, they need to put in that way, right? List of maps they need to put.
Okay. So you're trying to say we need to have one column, and with column name secondary entitlement, and this will store values that has entitlement ID or entitlement value or app, right?
Yeah. First of all, when you download, right?
Right.
When you download, we are not pulling secondary entitlement ID,
Yes.
secondary entitlements, right?
Right.
So you need to download. You need to get those also
Right.
and have it in one column.
Okay. So
One column
Mhm.
as list of maps or something.
okay. So you're trying to say this is for import. We also need to do for export as well.
Yeah, when you export, right? Okay,
Yes.
they have one secondary entitlement. Now they want to change it or remove it or whatever,
Right.
right? So yeah, if you put the list of maps there, right, they will add. If they want to add more, they will add, or they want to remove, they will remove.
Okay. That's fine. So this can be
So,
done.
So better to show entitlement value, like entitlement value application instead of entitlement ID, because when they edit, right, it's hard for them to
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So right now, what the recent change that we did, download, okay, importing, right? For
Yes.
importing other applications.
Yes.
So is that all good?
So that one is still working. They have two parts. So one part is
Okay.
done, but that second part, that means we are trying to populate multiple apps at once, right? So that I need to. I'm still working on it.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Good with that. Okay.
yeah.
That
If
will
it,
take time.
yeah.
It's very hard, but
If it was for just one app, then it could be like easily done.
yeah.
So this is, I'll try to see if we can populate with any of the value. Like if they have entitlement value ID or value, so maybe like it can be the string, or it can set both number or string. So that way we can adjust. What about this 2 plus secondary entitlements will need to be configured in the UI? Second.
plus, yeah, right now they can configure in the UI, right? 2 plus, I mean, any number of secondary entitlements they can add
Right.
now.
Right.
Need to be configured in the UI means, yeah, they're just saying like, more than one secondary entitlements may need to be added to spreadsheet or something. Maybe that's what they're saying. But yeah, first do step by step, first in download, just check how we can export all the secondary entitlements
Right.
and show. Then importing the same thing, how we are gonna support it, right?
Okay.
So it could be one column, it could be list of maps or something, yeah. Right.
Okay. So this one.
I mean, yeah. So they in secondary entitlements, they don't need to change all the columns or anything for secondary entitlements. Just they need to link, right? For that, we just need secondary entitlement value, application ID, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, right? How secondary entitlements are there. It will be in the same table.
Right.
It will be like primary table, but there will be a mapping table where they mapped, right? Primary.
Right. Yeah.
Between primary versus secondary. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try this way, that way only. This one. What about this one? If a secondary entitlement exists already, add the import entitlement to the list of secondary entitlements.
The secondary all exists already. Add the import entitlement to the list of the secondary entitlements. I don't know what does this mean. So we need to ask her. Because if it is already there,
right,
and if we are trying to add, then yeah, we will skip, right?
Right.
If that's what she mean, or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to check with her.
Okay. This one I'll ask Ashley. Let's see what she says.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just in the next meeting, probably just ask her to share her screen and show what does she mean.
Right.
And then you can suggest some options like in the CSV, we can have the secondary entitlement as the column name, and in that we can put list of the maps and show it.
Okay.
And you can change or update it, and then we can support the importing of that, right? That's the way we are seeing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to show them one example with the update option, action update, and then try to populate with this column with the value. So that this is what they are asking then. So okay, we can do this.
Yeah. Or multiple maps, or whichever the way. Yeah.
Right.
Map means braces, right? With braces, and that's how the raw map or how the raw list of maps show, right?
Right.
In that way, we'll provide that.
Okay.
So first check how with download if you can get all those and show it in a better way or something like that. So all we need is just entitlement value, application, and ID. Yeah.
Okay.
Required.
That's fine. So I'll start working on this one as you suggested for this part and this part, and I'll ping Ashley for the meeting, but I'm just waiting for her reply back.
Yeah, sure.
So once she reply back, I'll try to connect her.
Sure.
So that's pretty much I.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.